Number 24, Lucas Hayes. Number 3, Alexandre Jordano. And number 22, Patty McDonald. Number 16, Sydney Paris. And number 15, Tobias Polo. And number 8, Alejandro Varela. And last but not least, at center back, Benjamin Vyman. And the NC Fusion coaches are head coach Chris Williams, Liam Davies, Josh Perryman, and Eric Winkler. And now, if you would take off your hats and stand up, please, we're going to play the national anthem.
Good evening from the Gate City. I'm Ty Collins. So happy you guys could join us here for a wonderful, wonderful match between the Charlotte Independents and the NC Fusion and USL-2. This is Game 3 of the 2022 Independence Fusion Series, third match in the last 2 weeks between these two clubs. Fusion still undefeated, 8-0-1. The quest to return to the ship is still on. Coach Williams and the boys went to Iowa and were defeated by the Menace last season, but they have it on their to-do list to get back there and hoist the cup. Chris Williams in 2 seasons. Coach Chris Williams, 22 wins, 3 losses and 2 ties. Very, very impressive tally for Coach Williams in Season 2 of the USL-2. Independents this season have never lost 2 straight matches in a row. Tuesday, they ended in a 0-2 shutout against the Fusion, but Coach Ridenour has regrouped and has loaded the bus to head up north on 85 with a mission to ruin Coach Williams' perfect record in 2022. So excited to get this thing rolling. Now, a couple of things to mention on the Fusion front. They will be without the services of Baba Niang as well as Gomero, 2 crucial parts for Coach Williams and his success. Let's see how they will adapt. And we are off here, Game 3 of 2022, the second match between these two in just a couple days. The third match within 2 weeks of each other. Sliding on the outside is Sydney Paris, former Naval Academy player, now going to call home in Winston-Salem for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Lucas Hales behind him. A quick throw in. Hales, number 24. Fusion and white tops, red shorts. There's Vyman. Vyman, outstanding juggernaut in the middle. Also can cause a lot of disruption in the box on the set pieces, over the top, but not on the same page. They have looked for someone to run on Fortunately for the Independents, the goalkeeper for them is a UNCW goalkeeper, the rookie Hamashita, number 27. Gomero scored on Tuesday, which pushes him now at 9 goals in 11 games played. He is tied for second in the USL-2 behind Ethan Stevenson, which ironically enough played for Charlotte last season and is a member of the Winthrop College soccer team, Winthrop University, who is coached by Coach Rittenauer. Fusion have outscored their opponents 29 goals to 10. 113 clubs in the USL-2, and the Fusion are the only team that averages almost 3 goals per game. That's 2.78 average per game. Gomero leads the group with 9 goals. Stevenson with the Des Moines Menace has 10 goals. Or pardon me, he works with the Brazos Valley Cavalry. Was with Independence last season. Duval right behind Gomero with 5 goals. Orvano leads the teams in helpers with 4 assists. A little too heavy on the touch, but looking for the services of Joey Skinner, the former UNCG Spartan, now headed south to play for Coach Noonan in the national champion Clemson Tigers. Ty Collins here, so delighted you guys could tune us in. Another hot one in the Triad here in the Gate City, on the outskirts of Greensboro. McPherson Field. Fusion with one more home game after this one, and they will finish out the regular season on the road. Next week, big matchup between West Virginia, one of their main foes. On the 1-2, and there goes the speed of Sid, the vicious kid. Paris moving close to the 18, just on the short line, and drops it back. Fusion now will try the left channel. Here comes Sidney Paris. Paris with a shot, but it's deflected. And the Independents just hoping to clear it right now. Paris originally looked like he was going to start at the 8 in the center of the pitch. Coach Williams in the 4-3-3 formation, as well as the Independents running the 4-3-3 formation. Originally, that formation was brought onto the world back in the Brazil days. In the 60s. Johan Cruyff, as well as a big challenge there by Sidney Paris. And the hit referee will say free kick. Guardiola also owns the 4-3-3, and Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool does the 4-3-3. Different styles. Coach Williams, a huge Liverpool fan, mirroring his idol, Coach Klopp. Here's Lucas Hales with full throttle, getting down the pitch to get in front of Alfredo Diaz Santillan. Out of bounds and a throw in quickly to get it in. Both teams going to quickly try to get down the pitch. That's one of the best remedies to go against the 4-3-3. Quickly get up the pitch before they can get back their shape.
Willie, come find it.
Independence was creeping up in the halfway line. Now they'll back up. And here comes the switch. Heavy touch almost taken away on the far side. Last touched It'll be a free kick, actually, for the Independents. Is on the turf is Jack Bowl, a defender from Naples, Florida. Also a member of the UNCG Spartans team, Coach Rich. The foul will be called on number 22, Pat McDonald, former Page High School All-Star, and now with the Indiana Hoosiers. Vyman heads it up. Beautiful skill by Jamie Davis from Cheshire, England. This was over the top, or at least a sizzling ball on eye level. But coming out to meet it is Juan Bazaby, the former senior goalkeeper for Lenore Rhine back in 2021. Just allowed 8 goals, had 2 shutouts on the season with Lenore Rhine.
Keep coming, Kyle.
Cole McNally out, but leads the team in saves. Clever idea by Sydney Paris. Just lost track of where the touchline was. Now the Independents will work from the back and build. Long ball deflected and blocked by Jamie Davis. Former Seahawk. Take the long ball and went with the easy pass and short option. Urbano to the center. Varela, number 8. And a long ball in the corner in search of Sydney. Sydney will send this one and almost tattoo the scoreboard here the 8th minute.
Well done, Toby.
Sydney Paris, a sophomore from Oakville, Ontario, All Patriot League. Last season for the Naval Academy, he had 4 goals, 7 assists. His first year he played in the back. And he will get brushed up and trying to draw the foul. He won't get it. Ball goes out of bounds for a corner. They had the right decision, though. As soon as you get in the 18, you get hit from behind, hit the deck. Paleo will take the corner on the near flag. Hales lurking as the closest option to see if he will run over there to assist him. Yes, he will. They draw some defenders. Driven. And then headed somewhat clear. Coming to mop it up, though, is Varela. Ovano. Just missed the toenail on that left channel to McDonald. 8-0-1 on the season for the Fusion. One of the best teams in the USL-2 presently. One of only a handful of teams that have not been beaten. Vyman. So calm and collective on the ball. Paleo. Here's Paris. Hales will be his support. Maybe a 1-2 that was taken away up for Duval. Duval, flag stays down, puts it in the center, and just a little bit late on the run as Bowles desperately clears it. Another good chance built up by the attack of the Fusion without the star power of Gomero. They'll rely heavily on Sydney Paris. Flag goes up and pointed in favor of the Independents as we have a Independence player down. They just landed awkwardly, but a stoppage of time. Paris is giving all sorts of fits. Already a long day at the office. So the outside back position on the left, going against the former Naval Academy player. Now Demon Beacon. In the 12th minute, 0-0. In aggregate, the Fusion leads 6-3. The first match was really, really close and had 7 total goals. It was 4-3 the final. Fusion slipped away with a win. The tie on the record came against NCFC in a match that did not have Gomero either. Hales played at Coastal Carolina, originally committed to Appalachian State and went to Coastal Carolina and now decided to transfer close to home. He'll be bringing his talents to the Gate City at UNCG. Nice poke by Paleo. And a little 1-2 action just about broke loose. Davis. That was the only move he could do. Is quickly go from left or to his right to his left and spit it out in the space for someone to run on. He got upended. So the official will bring it back for a free kick. We got Horvano. We got Jamie Davis. We also have behind it as an option will be Varela Savio. It looks like Davis. The Cheshire Cat will take it. Davis, curler, look at that curl, and it just couldn't bite. The way he wanted it was biting, it just was drifting to the left. And speaking of bite, there's pizza in the press room. Unfortunately, I can't partake because it would be mush mouth. Or it's like the kids like to call it this day, it's the new hip hop, if you want to call it, mush mouth. We're having fun. Nice step, good challenge. Paleo, support to Vyman. Hales will move all the way up to the touchline, inserted ball. Oh, through just, and now back to Paris, and Paris looking for obstruction. And the referee does not award that as Sydney Paris was adamant that there was a daft challenge there by the Independents. Goal kick awarded to the goalkeeper, rookie Yamashita from Kawasaki, Japan, 6'2", did not play last season for the Seahawks. Orvano on a mission, draws 2 defenders and does the right thing and plays it back to McDonald. That ball just got away from the touch of the center option. Sydney Paris with that theft, and Sydney Paris finally, after 4 times hitting the deck, will draw a yellow card to the opponent. And this will be a free kick just on the shoreline of the penalty box. Yellow card. Figure out who went into the book. Davis once again behind it, as well as Horvano. Now watch Vyman. Vyman has already moved up. Tall center back, over 6'3". Duvall also in the mixer. Everybody pinching in. So most likely it's going to be a little clip hunting for that far stick, or maybe they play it on the ground for Duvall to do a one-touch on frame. The official wants to come back and mark the spot. Near the 17th minute, 0-0. Davis and Joveno behind it. Here it comes. Oh, just skipped by to the right, and that was Paleo, not Joveno, who went after the free kick. They played just a little over 16 and a half. 0-0 our score. Delighted you guys could join us for USL-2 action. Ty Collins on the call. So happy to be back in the press box. Vyman will marshal that back to Basabe. From Durango, Spain. Not shy with his feet, which is essential in the 4-3-3. Hales on the touchline. Good challenge put up by Alfredo Diaz-Santillan, who plays at Furman. Last season had 2 goals, 5 assists for the Paladins. Duvall had to throw his arms up so he wouldn't touch it. Duvall gets it. And Sidney Paris to his left. Duvall centers, or that would be a diagonal ball in search of the boot of Jamie Davis. And last touched by an Independence players. So the Jacks dodge a bullet. But it'll be another corner for the Fusion here in the 19th minute. Paleo will take it. Nobody coming for the short option. Paris running over now. And he draws 2 defenders. So even to move some numbers out of the box. Another short option. Interesting play called on this corner. Searching for that near stick. And I believe they were hoping for that tall target, which is number 17, Michael Clow, who's come up from the back line. Another member of the Wildcats of New Hampshire. A lot represented by the New Hampshire University soccer program. Team that was one of the very best offensively in the nation last season. Ended the Tar Heels 2021 campaign with a 4-1 victory. Fusion with 25 points on the season. In search of win number 9 on the season. Orvano tried to play that one off, but full rotation on the other side of the byline will result into a goal kick. Baba Niang not being able to suit up tonight as he sits about 3 rows in front of me. And Paris once again, and this is brilliant work too by Paris, because he is going into his run, and as soon as that foot is laid out, he will make sure that he gets contact to fall down. I think that's also what Amaya is complaining, that it was a dive. Free kick for the Fusion. Short option, Paleo. 1-2 back to Clow. Clow moves to the left of the circle. Paleo wants it to his right. Plays his left to Davis. Davis continues to the left to McDonald. McDonald 1v1 try to go through the wickets on a nutmeg, but lost it, got it right back. Through ball. Put it right in the soft spot, and running on was Varela. Had very little room to work with it. The only area that was allotted for where he needed to play it, McDonald put it right in the right spot. Play it out of the back from the keeper. Here comes the press. Duvall will press the keeper. And just like that, you see how that spin comes back, all because of the press. The possession goes to the Independents, and up ahead comes Gilly. The numbers are always in favor of the Fusion. That is a result of discipline in the back. Clow moving his way all the way back to chase down Gilly. Chase Gilly from Denver, North Carolina. Now Robert Morris played at UNCG, originally committed to Appalachian State. He's an outstanding high school player in Denver, North Carolina. Corner for the Independents. They want to draw first blood. They did not score on Tuesday. Paleo, good vision. Orvano all the way on the near side. Had his hand up as Paris will pinch in. McDonald. Paleo. 1-2. McDonald.
Go, speed it up.
Here Coach Williams saying speed it up. He wants the advantage of the numbers. He's right. As Orvano with a curler. That sizzled and went off the head of a defender of the Independents. Davis locked it. Tried to lock it down and got a little distracted as Paris kind of called for it too. He was distracted his backswing. Never talk at a man's backswing, whether it's golf or soccer. Long ball played by the keeper. It's time going to the other Gilly. And he sandwiched in between two defenders with Orvano as well as Clow. That is Logan Gilly. The Gilly twins set all sorts of records in high school. Fading away, just hoping to send this one in front of the mouth of the goal. Oh, clever move. Sid the Kid, and once again goes down. And this little extra taunting is clearly, you could see the frustration of Amaya bending down and saying to Parrish that to stop flopping. There was contact, and this will result in a card. Amaya has his hands up, but it was clear as day that he bent down to utter some sweet nothings to Parrish's ear while Parrish was on the ground. Coach Rittenauer is not happy. He's talking to the side referee right now. Card will be given to Jefferson Amaya. Now, pardon me, that is Matthias Pereira is number 8. Duvall tried to corral it. And the path was obstructed by Cleveland Sellers. Sellers, freshman at Notre Dame. Notre Dame who made a charge and a long run to the NCAA tournament. Hales chases it down, and you clearly see the extra lunge by Alfredo Diaz-Santillan. This really baffles me too. At a 4-3-3, I want to quickly get the pitch, also going against a 4-3-3, and how imperative it is to have the more numbers. And once you want to do a quick throw in on your attacking third, the Independents waited for a longer throw, which resulted also in more numbers for the Fusion to get back. Another corner, this time on the far flag. The Independents. An in-swinger. Looks like it's Matthew Mitchener. Dinged around in the box. Paleo sent a skyrocket. In size, he couldn't win it back. The Independents are just a touch away from another chance in the attacking third. This time on the counter will be the Fusion. It's Horvano, who has gone from left to right, now back to the left. Possession goes back to the Independents. Long ball trying to get over the top, and it's caught easily by Bazaby. Here's Sid. DeVault. Davis wanted it. Moves it to the left to Paleo. Paleo scanning. Here's McDonald. Paleo, quick turn, pulls it back to Varela. And they will recycle. Davis on the near side. Oh, gorgeous ball to Hales. Hales got it, caught the chamber. Try to shield it off. An extra touchy-feely over there with Alfredo Diaz-Santillan against Hales. A little silky touch by McDonald, moving all the way here to the near side. And now a retreat back to the far channel. Vyman, inserted ball. Davis. Sidney Paris. Paris's long legs are easily tied up, and then he trips. No call again, but that'll be going to be a corner. It's a quick throw in. Hales did the right thing. The service ball, and just couldn't reach the destination. Here's the other Gilly. Logan is number 13. Chase is number 10. Skinner. Outstanding touch. Was a part of the UNCG team that upset Clemson. And I didn't mean upset. I mean, they led and controlled the entire match. The Spartans upset the Clemson Tigers at home. And now he will put on the Clemson orange and purple. And Duvall had to break as Mitchener was just in front of him. Sellers. Brandau. Trying to get something to work out there in the center of the pitch. Nice. Past the defender. Davis wants the through ball. He had his hand up and he timed it just right. As you can see, the frustration quickly on Varela, pardon me, as he just was a tick behind. Independence with possession. Here's Skinner. Nice turn by Diaz Santillan. Davis chasing. Hales. That's a dangerous play, but Alfredo Diaz Santillan gets up. Originally was on the ground and was using his right foot to fish at the legs of Lucas Hales. And it'll be a stoppage of time here in the 32nd minute for some water. Time to hydrate.
In the beer garden.
It is a steamy one, as usual.
Grab one during the
Triad. Fusion, a huge footprint in the state of North Carolina, mapping from Greensboro to High Point, Kernersville, and to Winston-Salem, and their west home is down close to Davie County, so it is a wide footprint for the Fusion. It's also very good to see the two cities, Greensboro and Winston-Salem, combining to create the NC Fusion. This is also a great opportunity for young soccer players to start as well as to keep building, learning the beautiful game.
And get your ticket for the 50-50 raffle.
Fusion, our USL-2 team, something to brag about. Successful they have been the last 2 seasons behind the direction of Coach Chris Williams, who played D3. Was coach at Coker for a little bit. Sometimes you might look past the D3 part in the resume. Coach Williams from Wales is a brilliant teacher of the game. His crew is bought in, and he can quickly get his personnel to gel. That is probably the most impressive thing about Coach Williams, because every coach knows how frustrating that is. You get a new group, and you got to try to infuse the services and the egos all together to form one unit. 0-0 our score. Water break is over. Inserted ball cut out. Davis dancing will finally turn. Davis, Paris, Duval upended in direction for a free kick, and a card comes out of the pocket. This time, the winner is Matthew Mitchener. Mitchener from Cornelius, North Carolina. Plays for Army. They have an Army and Navy battle in between this in-state derby of the Independents and the Fusion.
That's it.
Fusion without the services of Gomero, which is tough to imagine just because how well they've been moving the ball around without their leading scorer. Plays in the center mid. Oh, gorgeous touch by Sid the Kid. Sid moving to the left, uses his left foot, slotted across. The flag goes up An offside position, at least by the side judge, is ruled on McDonald, who was on the far channel. No argument from him. So I'll take your word for it. No shots by the Independents, 2 for the Fusion thus far. The 37th minute. Match number 3 between these two clubs. Charlotte Independence last season was in the South Central Division. They went 4-6-4. Then they moved to the South Atlantic Division where the Fusion call home. Curling ball that stayed up in the air as Parrish runs on. We'll try to insert this back into the mixer.
I'm going to move it inside, Halsey. Come on.
Paleo. Oh, good scoop. Paleo on a half volley. Paris has put his mark on this match already. He did it earlier in the first 10, 15 minutes of this one.
No, just inside the middle, force one way. Force one way. Go tight, no foul. No foul. Good ball.
Another attack that is stifled. And we got ourselves another card. It's Valentine's Day here. How many cards we've seen? Loud whistle. Scared Pelio. Blew it right behind him. Duval says, I'll take that with a left. Chips the keeper. It's in! Duval, sneaky Duval. Takes it away and then makes the Independents really pay. He ripples the net on a chip just over the fingertips of Haruki Yamashita. And just like that, the Fusion have already drawn first blood. 1-0. Duval. He will lurk in the lurk. You just don't know where he's going to be. Sometimes when a simple ball played around the back to knock it around, you don't expect someone to be there. Duval did a very, very good job of hiding himself and then coming out to intercept the pass. Duval with a chip and a goal to make it 1-0. The Fusion, so far in the 2 matches here at their home stadium, are shutting out the Independents 3-0. The Jacks have very, very talented players on this roster. And I'm not sure if that was supposed to be delivered that way, but it just about boomeranged back off the pitch to Duval. Duval played for the national team of the Cayman Islands. Played his college ball at Elon. He's a relied upon attack tool for Coach Williams and this Fusion team. Good vision and a good touch to just chip the keeper to make it 1-0. "41st minute. 1-0 score. Fusion leading with a goal from Duval. Close to the center circle. Pelio to touch. Paris. Oh, will dance close, pinch in. Lines it up with his left. That's where he's the most dangerous. And then just maybe hoping for someone to run on for a somewhat chip diagonal ball close to the 6. Nobody was there. The original plan obviously was to take a shot, but couldn't quite get it off. And close to the byline, and the only thing you can do is try to serve a ball somewhere where someone on your team can run on.
Okay, there you go. Jamie, screen as you go. Screen as you go.
The Independents are going to have to rely on number 13, Gilly, as well as his brother, Chase. That was Logan. They have been held scoreless for almost 3 halves of soccer the past 2 matches. Hales.
Yeah, attacking position again. Nice.
Paleo very active. Senior played
Keep the ball moving.
at Monroe College, German.
In the first pressing line, Alex. Inside.
Also played at Nova Southeastern University. All these players that played on, in most cases, would say it is not a well-known school, not a Power 5 school, but looks the part that he could play at any university, any program he would choose. Oh, almost turned Duvall. That is defender beat Gilly. This will move ahead to Chase Gilly. Marking him as McDonald. And just not any breathing room for any of the Gillies to figure out what they want to do with the ball or hold it up for somebody to run on. Paleo calls for it. Paleo, 1 touch, 2 touch. Will send it on the ground, hoping to use that left channel. He may just get it. Orvano trying to turn his body. That was a very difficult ball to play. He was able to keep it in bounds, but just having to drive it, that ball was too hot to handle for Paris.
Got him, you got him, you got him.
And went out of bounds.
Let's go. Toby, go, 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 Toby, go. It's the screen.
There's a triangle passing at least. Attempt to have some triangle passing here between Skinner and Alfredo Diaz-Santillan. Basabe, that was close. Clow, little heavy touch, and going to have to slide for it. This could result in maybe the equalizer. Oh, look at the defense brilliance of Lucas Hales. Sacrificing his body. As Duvall sacrificing, chips and hits the woodwork. He called it. He said crossbar. Too bad it doesn't result in any points. Duvall immediately with his head up, seeing that the keeper is off his line, and he just about chipped him again. That's what happens when you play crossbar too many times. You get it in your brain that that's where you want to go, and even when you're trying to chip it over the keeper, you hit probably the hardest part of the goal.
2 minutes.
So we were about 4 inches from being 2-0 Fusion and 2 goals for Duvall. Duvall from Georgetown, Cayman Islands. Cloud's going to have to hoof it to get in front of Chase Gilly. Chase, oh, he just tried to push it back to the center and line it up for his right foot. But the wave of defense is just too much, especially when you have Vyman and then Hales helping out. Hales, touchline. Good challenge. Foot put out by Alfredo Diaz Santillan. Now bring this ball back. Pelio. Switch. Oh, McDonald settles it beautifully. Davis. Overlap. Orvano. Hales calling for it. Inserts the ball to Duvall. Duvall lost it. Independence here in the 45th minute. Helping to equalize, but possession is right back to the Fusion. And there is the sound of the double whistle for the end of the first half. 1-0, that's our score. Scoreline brought to you in part by Duvall. Duvall, who chipped the keeper, Haruki Yamashita, at 6'2" and just skipped by the fingernails of the goalkeeper from Kawasaki, Japan, to make it 1-0. Just about made it 2-0 with another chip that couldn't get past the crossbar. Popped it, heard the sound, but no points. Got some cheers from the bench of the Fusion, but no points. Just 1-0. That is all she wrote in the first half. Fusion looking for their 9th win 2022 season and their second to last home match here at McPherson Field. Another 45 to go. Another 45 that once that is completed, if the Fusion can keep it like it is, it will be 9 wins, no losses in one tie. We'll be back for the second half. Fusion on top 1-0.
How you guys getting on with the?
They're good, except the guys hate it for like competition.
Yeah, for games. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm wearing mine now. I wear one every game, but I'm not also getting attacked.
Yeah, exactly. You're not hauling ass.
Yeah. Not as much as them. Time to time, yeah, the biggest
They're vibrant, man. New Jersey, they're
yeah,
vibrant.
Yeah, we have some teams trying to prototype.
Oh, yeah.
They're asking for good side there. Oh, you got another one.
Nah, I subs in already. Is that okay? I just need to come check it.
19. I'm good with it. As long as I can see him.
Yeah. 22's in the locker room already, so.
Okay.
Pretty good with that?
Yes, the fast one. Yeah, up top left.
No, don't worry.
Let's let Hero wood.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
you're funny.
He's already on. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. You get both of theirs. Oh, here he goes.
Eighteen's off. 18's off. 15's off.
NC Fusion substitution, number 18, Paul Mayer, in for number 22, Patrick McDonald.
Are we below 82 now? Who's checking now? $18 and 15.
Hey, welcome back to another 45. Get ready to kick off. 1-0 our score. Fusion on top. Duval. Now you're going to see near side on the left. Fusion in white. Red shorts. Also made a change at the attack. We'll bring in Paul Mayer. 6'2", apex of the attack. Outstanding player from Germany. Also played collegiately or for New Hampshire. Third team All-American in 2020. 2 years at New Hampshire, he scored 11 goals and 7 assists. Independence just trailing by 1, though. 1 goal early can completely flip this match on its head. Zayas Pidea. Very quick as Diaz Santillan had to hurdle. Was hoping to get one touch over to the left channel, but all cut out, and the Fusion will reset from the back.
Charlotte Independence has 2 substitutions, number 4, Robert Tomlin, and number 9,
How on earth did Paris Sidney get that back? He waited and it looked like that ball was going to go out of bounds or go back to the Independence, and once again, it's back at his feet. Super Sid right outside of the area finally loses it. As Pelio with a challenge, long ball over the top. Vyman is right there to let it bounce. He'll get in front and play it back to Basby. And a good idea by the keeper. And Independence had a prime opportunity to quickly build their attack. off that interception. Numbers clearly in the advantage of the Independents on that left side. But there. Bulls. Oh, he tried to put it on the outside of his foot. Little heavy touch, not enough room. Here's Mayer in the center. Oh, and he was just a little bit too late as Paris Sidney was making his run, look for the through ball. And now the Independents want to quickly get into the attacking third. Cut out. Paris Sidney on the far channel on the right. Originally said he was going to be playing on the 8th spot. But he's the most dangerous on the outside, and that's where Coach Williams has him. Left-footed, but will work again on the right channel. Gilly. Tiptoes. Gilly. To his brother Chase. Chase. One extra touch taken away and right back. Possession goes to the Independents as Bowles tried to clip that one into the box. Bowles upset that not quite on the same page. Makes his way back to the outside back position. Both teams at a 4-3-3. The Independents have had a brutal schedule. They've had to play 4 games in 8 days, as well as in those games are 3 road games. We're happy to get back to Queen City. I'll be down at their home field tomorrow for the Independence women's team, the USL-2. They'll be taking on Wake FC. The kick is at 6 o'clock. Oveno wanted it back. Goes out of bounds. Throw in. Awarded to White. Oveno. Duvall was muscling up. Boxing out. Oh, clever move by Cardona. William Cardona. Fooled Pelio. Ball breaks some lines and was supposed to go to Chase Gilly, but came all the way here to this near channel. Scuffed in the air by Vyman. Mayer. Look at Duvall. That is clinical. As first thing he does, once he knows that he has enough area, enough space, he quickly gets a quick glance of the area around him. Down the flank, Duvall will knock it off Bowles. Will go out of bounds. Another corner. Now, Frank the Tank not on the pitch. He is probably the most lethal weapon when it comes to corner kicks and set pieces. Is he will crash.
Logan, you can go 4 or 5 that
and
way, but just be aware ahead.
Feels like it is imperative that he gets ahead on it. It feels that he should score every time there's a corner kick. Short option. This will be 1-2 right back. Pelio. Another deflection goes out for another corner. This was off of Matheus Padilla. Matheus Padilla, midfielder from Brazil, played for the Green Bay Voyagers in 2019, played for Tormenta FC 2. They were crowned conference champion. Plays his college soccer at Queens. Long ball curling right into the hands of Yamashita. 1-0, still sitting at the scoreboard. Duvall, the only goal scored. 1 goal and about 4 inches shy of a brace. As the second chip hit the crossbar and could not find the back of the net. Another brilliant play, too, that Duvall had used his speed in his vision to his advantage, watching the goalkeeper come off his line. Also messing with the back line of the Independents. Here comes the Fusion once again building, attacking third. They try to get their numbers down. I don't know if that was supposed to be a dummy, but Mayer. Oh, driven! A half volley. My goodness, Paleo. He wanted to give himself an assist there. He lifted that one in the air. Paleo tried to drive that one through the net. Outside channel, Independence still just only trailing by 1 goal. 1-0, Gilly. Chase Gilly on the left. Skinner calls for it. Both former Spartans at UNCG. Now playing at different universities. Robert Morris for the Gillies. And Skinner now at Clemson. Here's Horvano. Forward to Duvall. Overlapping run. Horvano. Oh, he just lifted his head back and said, I can't chase that one down. That one is just too much. And it runs out of real estate. It's that 4-3-3 going against the 4-3-3. You can bring that press with your 3 attackers. It can cause a lot of chaos, especially if your back line is not exactly synced. Mayer is synced right into the 18. Now they'll get away, and he drives it on the floor, and it just about escaped the reach of Yamashita. Mayer, just when you think you have him contained, the ball comes sizzling out from his foot. Gilly trying to connect with his brother. Hand up in the air. They see it. The long ball into the corner. Rushing on. This one's being driven on the floor. My goodness, that was the best opportunity all night for the Independents. That was Felipe Mendonica from Salvador, Brazil. Gilly. Paley, I don't know if he meant that, but it was a one-touch back to his support. The Mayor draws 2 defenders and still able to make the switch. Last touch by the Independents. NC Fusion without Gumero, also without Baba Niang, without Frank Gamis. Duvall, will he take advantage of the slide that was missed? Diagonal ball for Mayer, one touch. Man, he was searching for that far stick, and it just went too far to the right. That's how quickly you can get up the pitch. That's how you're supposed to get up the pitch. Coach Williams inserts Mayer the second half, and he's already obviously synced up with the rest of his teammates. Very, very impressive. Orvano, Pelio. Davis. Cheshire Cat got knocked down. They have added a little to it, but referee says play on. 58th minute, 1-0. 7 shots now recorded for the Fusion, 0 for the Independents, but we may have just witnessed their best attempt or their best chance. They couldn't execute. In the first half, Duvall may have been the goal scorer, but Sidney Paris had his fingerprints on every part of that 45 minutes in the first half. From through ball, to beating his defenders, to creating opportunities. Also getting knocked down to the ground a couple times. Put his speed on display, and look at the theft too. Pelio. Paris wanted it right back. Sid Vicious now going to be wearing old gold and black for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And the Spartan Jack Bowles this time timed it right for the slide tackle. Orvano, left ball, Pelio. Oh, he just about got it on the foot of Paul Mayer. It's just a joy to watch this team play, just how they know where everyone is going to be. This will be a water break here in the 60th minute. Still sitting at 1-0, and Fusion have flirted with a 2-0 advantage. Sometimes making it a little too perfect rather than testing the keeper. A shot by Paul Mayer that just skidded right of the hand reach of Yamashita. Almost made it 2-0. Looks like the injured Independence player is Skinner. Skinner on his way to Clemson. Appeared in 18 games with 17 starts. He was outstanding for Coach Rich. 4 goals, 7 assists. Was a first-team All-SoCon selection. And in his sophomore season, he heads to Death Valley. So substitution for Skinner, be number 14. I'll get that name in just a second. To the far flag, corner kick, and it's Paris who's going to be taking it. Deep, high, in-swinger. And Duvall touched it last, so it'll be a goal kick. That was deep and that was high by Sidney Paris. Hales and Diaz Santillan going at it. They've been doing that the entire match. They have played it cool, though. Just it's been obvious that the physical play between the two is going to be at a number 10 here. Duvall pulled it back. Pelio clipped, looking for Davis. Just too far out in front. Well, the Fusion quickly throw this one in. Sidney Paris on the far right. Very calm and collective, very good with his feet, very creative too. Also has the luxury of the speed, the lateral movement. That will give defenders a long day at the office. Mayer! Oh, kick save by Haruki Yamashita. Yamashita been playing on his head here in the second half. He's rejected 2 shots by Mayer. Mayer could very well have a brace. Sidney Paris checked it like he was going to take a shot. Duvall, 1v1. Duvall bring in double, split the defenders, and clever idea. Only down part of that is he couldn't get a good touch on it, just a little bit of a flick, and Yamashita read it. Good flick on again by Mayer. Mayer is just flabbergasted by how Yamashita has had his number. Still trying to penetrate that line and ripple the net. Only 1-0 lead for the Fusion. The new player is Nolan Smith, who came in. Nolan Smith from Matthews, North Carolina. Played at Providence. Did not play this past season. Providence also had an outstanding 2021. Here's Sid the Kid. And Sid maneuverings through into the 18, got close to the 6, went down. The officials and the side judge not buying it. Once again, drawing oohs and ahs on the far side of the pitch. Duvall. Here's the overlap by Davis. Davis finally will receive it. Duvall wanted it back. That was going to be iffy at best if he could get it. Horvano goes down. And see the numbers still on the side of the Fusion. And that probably was not the smartest idea on that foul by Varela, considering all the help he had back there. Now, Gilly is a very, very good attacker, but with the numbers, I don't think it favored his odds. But it does allow everybody to get back. A free kick for the Independents. Behind it is the big foot of Mitchener. And try to loft that one.
Hold, Paul. Set and spin. Go on, run him. Run him. Go on, run him.
Watch Paul Mayer.
Yes, Mason.
You could see him trying to figure out what he wanted to do with it. That was not Mitchener. That was Robert Tomlin, who took that free kick. Paleo. Triangle passing. Reset into the center of the pitch, Davis. Looks like we'll also have a new Fusion player coming in. Ethan Conley looks like he will be the fresh legs coming in for Coach Williams, and 2 new players for the Independents, too. It'll be William Thomas, number 11, and then number 7. Get that name in a second. Good challenge, good fight. Paleo just about escaped with it. Back to the center. Here's Chase Gilly. Chase slotting it. Padea, last minute. Foot went out just to get it away. Was successful. We have a Fusion player down in pain. Looks like it's the right ankle. It's Diaz Santillan that was surging into the 18. So if I'm not mistaken, this will be Jalen Orr coming in for the Independents. Jalen Orr coming in.
Substitution number 7, Jalen Orr.
Coming in for William Cardona. And then number 11 for the Independents is William Thomas. William Thomas, the young player from Charlotte, just like Jalen Orr. So Coach Daniel Ridenour played his college ball at Old Dominion. The head coach at Winthrop. Now the head of the USL-2 Charlotte Independent. So that will be it for Sid Vicious. Sidney Parrish comes out. Ethan Conley goes in, as well as number 14. For the Fusion, and I'll take a look at my roster and see the new number 14, and it's Yannick Bright. So Yannick Bright finally arrives here in Greensboro. Bright also a spectacular player from Milan, Italy. New England Journal Division I Player of the Year at New Hampshire. Just a 1-0 lead, though. 9 shots for the Fusion. Still, the Independents searching for their first shot. But Yannick Bright, first-team All-American, was one of 15 semifinalists for the Mac Herman Trophy Award. America East Midfielder of the Year. New Hampshire was a force to reckon with in the Granite State that quickly their reputation was well known throughout the college soccer landscape. Here's Orr. Miscommunication. That's what's going to happen once you just skip into the match. Also trying to get his touch in there too. A little too heavy. Going forward, looking for Gilly. 71st minute. Still got plenty of time to go here. Just a 1-0 lead. The Fusion know that they cannot sit back and take this 1-0 lead for granted. One thing you can count on is Paul Mayer. Going to go 150% with his quest to score. So all he wants to do is score. Nice scoop. Horvano, and just couldn't get his body across to send it on a bender on the far stick with his left foot. Fresh legs for both clubs. Who gets the advantage? Bright. Bright. Still with it. Getting his first couple touches of the night. Duvall 1v1 with Bowles. Here's Bright. Back to Horvano. You can see Mayer with his hand out saying, I'm ready. Triangle passing. Pelio has Mayer in the middle. 1-2. Pelio across. Here's Mayer with a left and blocked. He immediately drew two defenders. Bright with a half volley soars this one over the crossbar. He's claiming that it was touched by an Independence player. The referee does not see it that way. Coach Williams also looking to add another player. Looks like it's going to be Michael. No, not Michael Lawrence. It'll be Michael Lawrence has been out, unfortunately. Wearing number 12 tonight will be Colton Sessoms. Colton Sessoms, who is another young player. He's going to be headed to UNCG and plays high school at Davie County. Vyman. That's just exactly how you're supposed to play defense. Use the stature of what you've been blessed with. Vyman got there before the attacker could and just kind of put his body in between the ball and the defender. Looks like we'll have another water break too. Just a 1-0 lead. Fusion have not fared well when they do not have number 10, Gomero. The last time they played without him was against NCFC, which ended in a draw. Right now, 10 shots registered by the Fusion, but just one is on the goal slot for the Fusion. 1-0, the 76 minutes. Fusion will have one last home game against West Virginia next week, and then they're on the road until the conclusion of the regular season. 2 new Fusion players about to check in for Coach Williams. Frank is finally going to get in, as well as the future UNCG Spartan Sessoms coming in. So Frank Gamis usually starts. It's going to come in the 77th minute.
NC Fusion substitution coming in for Michael Clow. Number 4, Frank the Tank Gamis.
Frank the Tank Gamis is now finally going to check in. And this is not exactly a great sign that as Clow is limping off the sideline. Gamis will come in. So Clow will come out.
Last call for the beer tent fans. Make sure you go over and see Lori and Brent to get your beer. The beer tent will be closing around the 80th minute.
Sessoms, wearing number 12. Coach Rich at UNCG thinks that he is the best center fielder in the state of North Carolina, so that's why he is on his way to the G. Get a chance to see him on display with some fresh legs in the 78th minute. Going up against his future teammate at UNCG, John Bowles. Silky touch, Paleo. Mayer gets past. Mayer running out of space. He sends a diagonal ball looking for Conley, and he just about got it there. Once again, Yamashita cut out the angle. Brilliant goalkeeping by Yamashita. One touch, 1-2. Here's Sessoms. Diagonal ball. Mayer pings it off the bar. Off the stick. More like it. See how fast that ball ricocheted off the near post and immediately shot out towards the right. On that right channel, the far side. Mayer is having to work extra hard for a goal tonight. He has envisioned himself with a goal on his account tonight, and he's flirted with about 4. Still sits with nothing. Can he get another chance here? Orvano pinching in, somehow keeps it at his feet. There's Davis. Davis continues the switch to the far side. Mayer puts his hand out, wants it. Let's see if he gets the ball. Oh, once again, Yamashita. How about the play of the net tender for the Independents? That neon kit has been everywhere. Sessoms trying to play it back to Peleo. Gamis resets from the back. Hales has to chase this one down before he can go out of bounds. Cut out. Independence had it there for a second. Right. Paleo in the center. Paleo, slight jog will pick up the pace, and the Fusion working to go on that right channel. And the attack is stifled once again by the Independents. So one of these dangerous games, too. You sit at 1-0. It feels like you're up by 3 goals, but you're only up by 1 goal. And a little slip up, and especially with number 13 and number 10, Gilly, flying all over the pitch. Some press could get a goal and level this thing up at 1, and that adrenaline rush goes quickly over to the Independents. Davis. Davis had the right path. Last played, last touched by the Independents, by the Jackson. It'll be a corner kick on the far flag. An in-swinger with about 4 options inside the mixer. Conley sitting right on the shoreline of the 18, punched away by Yamashita. Yamashita has had a very active night. Slide tackle that very well could have been called from the back. Mayer flicks on. Gamis just hesitated a little too late, and he sends one over right in front of the mouth of the goal and still stayed on the wrong side of the goal line. Still 1-0. It has been brutal, to say the least, for the Fusion how close they have been for their second goal of the night. They're almost going to have to walk it in at this point. Bright challenge. Bright called for the reckless challenge. A free kick awarded to the Independents here in the 83rd minute. Fusion holding on to just a 1-0 lead. The only goal came in the first half by Duval when he chipped Yamashita to make it 1-0. So in the 84th minute plus stoppage time that clearly will be on the watch of the head official. And everybody's moved up. The only safety valve is Jack Bull. Beautiful header by Gamiz. He does that so well. Not an ounce of fat in him. Theft. Here comes the Fusion. Mayer quickly down the pitch says, I want it. I want my goal, and he'll finally get it. Mayer, the mayor of McPherson Field. Paul Mayer finally finishes and makes it 2-0.
Assisted by Jamie Davis, number 11.
Davis with the assist, and Mayer full throttle, got down the pitch, said, here's my time. I'm finally going to beat Yamashita. So out of how many tries, the Mayor finally comes through. Paul Mayer, the German, a Wildcat from New Hampshire, surges up the pitch. Did not play in the first half, started in the second half. You just think of the plethora of weapons that Coach Williams has available. I mean, it is this team has to be, as far as talent-wise, better than last season's magical run. Pelio into space. As a sigh of relief by the Fusion, and they finally get goal number 2 where they can at least feel somewhat relaxed. Long ball served. Orvano chasing back to seal off that angle. Still a good look by the Independents on switching back quickly to the near side. And having William Thomas see if he can create a goal opportunity. 2-0 now, Fusion. A soft dribbler that got behind the back line. But unfortunately, the Fusion cannot orchestrate another goal. Gilly. Strong touch there. He knew it as soon as it came off his boot. Good triangle passing created by Hales into the center. Now we're off to the near side. Mayer right outside of the 18 will drive it, and it's almost deflected and almost just enough to distract the goalkeeper, but it was pushed wide left of the goal.
Substitution, number 24, PM.
Hales will come off. What a great game. He had still, looks like he could play another 45. He's moved up and down the pitch and has done a remarkable job on the outside back position. Coach Rich got him a good one on the back line, transferring from Coastal Carolina. So a new Fusion player will come in with the lead 2-0, the same score line that the Fusion won on Tuesday. Gamis got really close to the end line and had to serve it. Now he's going to have to quickly move back to his position on the back line. Or, if I'm not mistaken, will play his college ball, at least in 2022, at Gardner Webb. Bowl. Jacks move it the back line, trailing 2-0 here in the 90th minute. Plus stoppage time. Chase Gilly trying to make that extra touch to get around Gamis. Sessoms couldn't escape the press. And at least an attempt flicked on, but it went over the crossbar. 2-0 our score. First goal in the first half by Duval. Second goal by Paul Mayer. Independence finally have recorded a shot. Yannick Bright, the All-American from New Hampshire, getting some reps. Finally getting back to match shape. And the Fusion feel like they're not done yet. Last touched by the White. It'll be throw into the Independents. Cam McDonald, that is who number 23 is. Sessoms wrestles it away. Much to the displeasure of William Thomas. Another chance here for the Fusion. Davis couldn't quite see that one get away. Davis already with an assist to Paul Mayer. We've hit 90.00. Now it's up to the official for stoppage time.
Yes, Paul, be an option. Be an option, Paul Mayer.
And unless there's a miracle, the Fusion are almost certain to go 9 wins and a tie when they go to bed tonight. Sessoms goes into space. Look at all this real estate over here. Now he'll pinch in. Bright to Sessoms. Sessoms left. Sessoms deflected off of a defender of the Independents. Looks like it was last deflected by Robert Tomlin. So a corner. Short option, Paleo. Todd Davis will take it. Binder, oh my! Set up by Frank the Tank. The hammer came down, and once again, we've heard post bar music. The crossbar, once again. I think we've hit every part of the goal tonight for the Fusion. Crossbar, left post, right post. Gavi's, like I mentioned before, feels like he should score in every corner kick once he gets ahead on it.
Move!
16 shots now for the Fusion. They have been
Alex, yeah, right there. Recovery count!
the dominant club tonight.
Yes, go, come on, come on.
Most of the time at the front foot. Sessoms lining up with his future teammate, Bowl. Orvano on the overlap wanted it quickly, but it'll be a throw in, and you see how quickly Orvano got down there to throw it in. Paleo inserts it, and it's in. The flag stays down, and the pelota goes in. The Fusion go up 3-0. The time was perfect for McDonald. Just waited right before he surged in. He almost looked like he was in an offside position. I checked the flag, but he timed it just right. And McDonald with a little extra. A little extra cherry on top to make it 3-0. As the head coach and the assistant coach for the Independents still arguing that he was offside position. Of course, I don't have the luxury of a replay, but I would like to see it again. I can't quite say that he was for sure on side, but let's just say if he did, he timed it just right. And the Fusion are just right. 9 wins for Coach Williams and his boys. 9-0-1. The Fusion. One more home game to go, and then they'll finish off on the road. West Virginia comes here on Wednesday. Make sure you set your calendar for that. I'll be on the call at 7 o'clock, not 7:30. It'll be 7 o'clock, unless told otherwise. But the huge matchup between on top of the table with the Fusion still number one, and still unblemished. Only one tied, 9 wins. And still the king, the one with the crown of the best offense in all of USL-2 on goals, points per game. They get the result they wanted. They get the 3 points. Also got 3 goals, 2 goals in the second half. Mayer got goal number 2, and McDonald got goal number 3. Cam McDonald who played at Broward College, also played at Coker, stomping grounds of Coach Chris Williams, comes in off the bench and adds just a little bit more to the scoreline. 3-0 was the final. The Fusion stay flawless at 9 wins and 1 tie. The quest to hoist the trophy is still very much in the sights and in the crosshairs of this Fusion squad. This team is brilliant. Coach Williams has got a remarkable side. No telling where they could end up. Now, Coach Williams, for 2 seasons, has gone 23 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties in his 2 seasons on USL-2 side. The Derby in the series goes to the Fusion. They win 3-0, and they win the series 3-0 against the Independents and the Jacks. So for my entire crew and everybody here in the press box, it's been a great one. Fusion, once again, victorious. They win 3-0, 9 wins on the season. We'll search for number 10 when they play Wednesday against West Virginia. That's it for us here at McPherson Field. I'm Ty Collins. Good night from the Gate City. Fusion 3, Independence 0.